Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Liv. If you're new here, hi. So in today's video, I'm really excited to be filming it actually. Basically, I'm going to be sharing with you what I spend in a week as a student living in London before moving here, and even still now, I love watching these and sort of seeing what other people spend. And also it's like I pick up tips on like how to save money and some cool sort of like different platforms and places that I didn't even know existed. So I'm going to be sharing with you what I spend each week. Last week was slightly lower. I guess it's probably been the lowest amount that I've spent since moving here, just probably because I was a little bit more aware since I was filming this, but I was quite responsible, let's say, in the way I spent my money, and this is definitely not an accurate representation of every week. This just happens to be the week that I decided to film. Okay, so let's just start off with what I spend every month. I'm very fortunate that I am living with family at the moment. That will change in the next coming weeks, months, but for now I don't have to pay rent, which I'm very fortunate for. So pretty much all I have to pay for is groceries, getting myself to and from uni, my phone, everything, sort of anything that's not rent related, so I don't have to pay electricity or bills or anything. So I know this is slightly different. I guess it's the same as any student that's living at home or living in halls. So each month I pay for the Pret subscription, which is £20, and it means that I can have up to 5 coffees a day from them for free included in that, and that's a really good deal. I guess there isn't really a Pret near me, but there's one near my uni, and it also gives me somewhere that I can go and sit, and I know I don't have to spend money at when I just want to sit in the cafe and do work. So that kind of gives me access to a coffee shop slash workspace. So £20 a month. My phone each month I pay £20. I get unlimited calls, text, data. It's great. I have my travel card, which allows me to travel on and off peak here in London between zones 1 and 5, because I am living in zone 5. And for anyone who doesn't understand what that means, the way that London public transport is set out is that zone 1 is like central London, and then it sort of goes out in circles like this. I'm in zone 5, which means that I have to pay the most because I'm going between the most amount of zones, if that makes sense, to go into central London each day. Traveling on and off peak affects that, so I was finding that I was paying like literally £60 a week in travel. So by buying a travel card, you pay for the whole month up front, and then you get unlimited access within those times. So it made sense for me to do this. So obviously I don't pay for it every week, but it's a monthly expense, so I'll consider that sort of in my monthly breakdown. Each month I have Apple Music, Stack, which is a magazine subscription that I have, and Estrid, which is like a female razor hygiene company, which I signed up for when I got here because I've seen everyone online talk about it, and I think it was a really cool idea. And then I also subscribe to Oddbox, which I have reduced down to getting every fortnight rather than every week, because I just found that I was not getting through the produce that they were sending each week. It kind of defeats the purpose of rescuing fruit and veg if you then end up wasting it yourself. So I could be very wrong, but I've added all of this up and divided it, and I think I am paying roughly £58 to £60 a week in sort of these set expenses over the month. So now let's get into the good part. On Monday, I headed up to Pret, sat at a cafe, got myself a coffee like I do most mornings when I have uni classes or just sort of like want to get out of the house. It's about a 45-minute walk from here. So it's like I get my exercise in, I get my free coffee, and I can sit and read, and I'll sort of just do admin work at the cafe, and then maybe if I've got a class, I'll take it from there. And then I just went to Marks and Spencer's and got some feta, some vegan feta, because there's not really a great selection anywhere else. And I know Marks and Spencer's is a little bit more of an expensive grocery store, which I don't always go to, but I spent £2.75 on that. And I'm just gonna add it as well. On my bank account, I have it set up that it rounds up all of my purchases. So say it's £2.75, it'll go through as £3, and then the 25 extra cents will go to my savings account, and that's a little way that I've found sort of helps accumulate my savings, and it constantly adds to it as well, so you get the little bonus interest on it. But it's 25 cents that it wouldn't have mattered if I rounded it up in store or online. So it's kind of gets rid of loose change but electronically, which I think is a really cool function, and I know a lot of banks have that. I was with Up in Sydney and I know they did that as well, and it's like little hack, set that up because you won't even notice the money missing. And then I hadn't actually got my travel card yet, so I spent £1.55 on the bus back, which was probably going to be the price of the coffee that I got for free, so I could have just walked up to the one near here, but anyway. And then I headed into the Natural History Museum and met up with some friends from uni. We went and looked at an exhibition there for my project that I'm doing at the moment, and then we got some lunch afterwards, which I don't always do. Like I usually bring leftovers or make something for lunch, but we were all together, so we just did that. So I spent $4.95 on sushi. On my way home, I picked up my dry cleaning, which again, I don't always do every week, but after Halloween, my coat stunk of cigarettes because someone borrowed it and I don't smoke, so I couldn't bear to wear it. So I went and got it dry cleaned along with my dress. So that cost me £25. And then when we were at the Natural History Museum, I bought a map, which was £1, which was just a donation, but I thought I'd add that in there anyway. And then my Stack magazine subscription came out. And so Tuesdays, I'm at uni all day, so I will bring lunch and snacks, and there's a prep ride at uni, so I get sort of like most of my meals and stuff for free. But on this day, we had all organized, like my course had organized to go out for drinks at a cool place nearby, so I didn't end up drinking because I had a massive weekend and I really didn't feel like drinking. So I got some food, which was only £5 because we got there right as the lunch sort of deals were finishing. So I got just some dinner, and so that cost me £5, and that's all I spent on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I went and got my nails taken off. I went and got myself a pret in the morning and then walked to a random nail salon. I got my acrylics taken off because I went and saw later in the day a cool nail tech, which I'll insert all of her ads down below. She was amazing. I got this new style called Aprez Gel. It's like Gel X. It's an American style, and it's kind of like stick-on nails, except it's better, and they don't sand and like file down your nails, so your nails actually have the strength to grow by themselves. So I'm going to now start working towards having my own natural nails because I didn't get them too long. But this is them. They're super sick. I'm obsessed with them. I got a little S for Stavros on the nail where I've got his ring, but these are the nails. So I did a white and a black hand. So yeah, it was £10 to get off my acrylics and then £45 for my nails, which is literally nothing because I spent £75 last time getting just blue tips. So, and that was just purely because of ignorance and I didn't look it up before, but we learn, we move on, we learn. So that was £45, and then I did a quick grocery trip and spent £27 at Sainsbury's, and that was sort of 2 weeks worth of groceries because I still haven't even eaten it. It's the next week, a lot of the things. And then on Thursday, I didn't leave the house, so I didn't spend any money, even though sometimes I can, and I can spend it on online shopping, but I was really good this week and I told myself I wasn't going to do any online shopping, so didn't spend anything on Thursday. On Friday, I headed into uni, but before that, I ordered vitamin D supplements because my nail tech was like, you don't take vitamin D, everyone in London takes it. So kind of makes sense considering there's no sun, like the sun is literally setting and it's 3 p.m. and I didn't even, it's never once occurred to me because obviously we have an abundance of sun, like you can't go anywhere without putting sunscreen on in Sydney, and so I had never thought about it, but it makes sense. So I ordered some vitamin D supplements from Amazon so that they would come the next day, and that was £13. And then I also ordered some liquid smoke, which is like a sauce seasoning, vegan flavored seasoning for a uni assignment, funnily enough, so that was £4.70. And then I did take lunch into uni with me, but it's World Vegan Month and our uni is usually pretty good with it anyway, but they had vegan quesadillas with like cheese and everything, and I was like not going to watch my friends eat that and not get it myself. So I got that, and then I just ate my lunch for dinner because I stayed at uni until about 7 p.m. that night. And then on Saturday, I couldn't help myself, and the Sophia and Cinzia collection with Kaya, the label, I think I'm saying that right, they were doing a sale, and I had looked at buying something during the week, but I said no, and then they sent me an email and they were like, we'll give you an extra 10% off. So I think in total it was like 60% off the retail value, and I got this like a really cool one-piece like jumpsuit, like this full one-piece thing, which I'm obsessed with. So that's coming I think tomorrow, so I got that, and that was £25 including shipping. So I didn't think that was too bad considering the piece itself was £50. £8. So we saved there, we saved. And then I had to shoot some things, some campaigns, and one of them required me to pose with flowers. So I got to buy myself flowers. I had an excuse to buy myself flowers, should I say, and that cost me £8. Flowers are really cheap here, by the way. And that cost me £8. And then on Sunday I went to a photo shoot, and because it was an unpaid shoot, they covered lunch for us. So we had a really nice lunch, had a really cool day, met some cool people, and yeah, that's all. So in a week, I'm gonna work out how much I spent. So all of my variable expenses came to £177.35. That's so weird to say, like normally I'd say $177.35, but it's £177.35. And then on top of that, I paid my £60 a week. So in total, I spent £237.35 in a week, which equates to roughly 500 Australian dollars. Is that sustainable considering I'm not even earning that? No. And this has been a really fun experience to sort of work out. So hopefully if you guys are thinking of moving to London, or you do live here and you're worried about moving out, this is a little bit of a rough guide for you to consider. I definitely obviously don't need to pay for food going out, or clothing, or getting my nails done. Those are kind of not essentials, but then they're things that I enjoy and I enjoy spending my money on. So those are little lifestyle decisions that I make. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this style of video. I think it was super easy and super fun to film. If you want me to do more like this, I think it would be really interesting just to sort of see like on a basis, because so many of you guys have been reaching out to me saying that you're planning on moving and have a million questions, especially about finances, because obviously it's such an unknown, or experience paying for things yourself in a different country. So yeah, I really enjoy watching these videos. I hope you liked this one. It was short and sweet, but yeah, stay tuned for next week's video, and I will talk to you guys then.